Okay, record.
All right, hi guys. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Courtney, and today I'm going to talk to you about just showing up as a coach fitness-wise, and then just some tips on how to get it done. So a little bit on my backstory. I played sports in high school, and I stayed like fairly fit, but my nutrition was awful. And then I went to college, and I wasn't playing sports anymore. So I didn't know really what to do and didn't really have that accountability. So I couldn't, my daughter's in the background, but I couldn't figure out like what to do, and I couldn't get motivated, and I couldn't get myself to do it. So I came to college with super poor nutrition and no desire to work out or anything. I gained like the freshman 30, so not the freshman 15, freshman 30, gained a lot of weight. I'm sure alcohol had a huge influence on that too. But when I got close to, I was really obviously unhappy about that. And then like my siblings are pretty fit, so they kind of called me out on it too. But when I, for my 21st birthday, I decided that I wanted to lose weight because it was going to be my 21st birthday. So I wanted to look good. So I started going to the gym, and which wasn't that great of an experience because it was a college gym. So there was like cute little girls all over in their little outfits, and I felt really uncomfortable in my baggy shorts and t-shirts, and already uncomfortable in my own skin. So when I went to the gym, it wasn't that great of a place to be, but I went anyways because I wanted to lose weight. But I didn't know what to do because, like I said, I played sports and we didn't go to the gym. So when I went, I would just like walk on the treadmills, and like I would just turn it on like super high incline and just walk as fast as I can on it. And because I was 20, I lost weight fairly quickly doing that. And I was consistent. So I lost weight. I wasn't like, I would say I was skinnier, but I didn't have like muscle or anything. And then I think I just like fell off track with that. And then I kind of like dabbled in things, trying to figure out things to do. Once I got out of college, I tried, I don't know if you know what this is, but I tried Curves, which is, it's like this gym that like they were trying to do it like in an accountability way, and like you could go, and it was like a circuit thing. It was really weird. I was the youngest person there. Everyone else was like super duper old. So it definitely wasn't the best fit for me. But I told my husband that's what I wanted to do because I felt more comfortable going there than to a regular gym. But I eventually fell off like I normally did. And then I think I just kind of was doing random things here and there. My husband was actually doing Insanity, which before our wedding, I tried a few times, and I was doing it with him. I was probably doing it like maybe 3 days a week. And then once the videos got longer, I was like, nope, can't do it anymore. So then we got married. Then I found out I was pregnant. And I had my baby. And during my pregnancy, my nutrition was obviously still off track, and I wasn't working out at all. And then afterwards, it was kind of the same story. It was like, oh, I'm nursing, so I can eat as much as I want, and I can eat as crappy as I want, and how could I even think about working out when I am nursing all the time and taking care of this baby and I'm sleep deprived? So I had a million excuses. But at the same time, I was extremely unhappy with my body, and the people who loved me, they made remarks, but they weren't doing it to be mean, but they knew that what I was doing to myself wasn't making me happy. So they were doing it out of love. So anyways, and then my wonderful coach Cammie invited me, and I was like, I can't, maybe when I'm done nursing, maybe when I'm done with school, I don't know, maybe over the summer. So I put her off a couple times, and then I finally decided to do it. And it's been the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I think I seriously, I don't know, I've been doing it for like, what, I don't know, like a year and a half, probably longer than that. And I've probably only missed like a handful of days. So I've been really consistent with it. And sometimes probably my husband gets annoyed with me because we'll be going on vacation. And I'm like, well, we're going to do it. We're going to stream the workouts. We're going to do the ones that don't require weights, because I just feel so like passionate about it. And it's just so important. So it changes my mood for the day. It changes just everything I feel about myself. Even if, I mean, just, it's like getting that done, especially in the morning, it's like an automatic accomplishment. So you automatically feel accomplished and proud. And that's a really great way to start the day. And then on top of it, you're obviously working on your health and all the other things that, like, maybe, I don't know, personal trainer could tell you about what fitness actually does for your health. So that's kind of my backstory. So first and foremost, before even showing up as a coach, it's important for you to understand that this is about showing up for yourself. As I said before, it's just like, it makes everything in your life better. It makes you a better person to get your workouts in and to get the exercise in on a consistent basis. So you just got to do it. You just got to get it done. And so now I want to talk to you a little bit about showing up as a coach in your challenge group. So one thing that I try to do, I'm not perfect, nobody is, but it's definitely something that I try to do, is I want to lead by example, and I want to lead by doing it first. So in my challenge group, I try to get my workout done first thing in the morning. Sometimes that doesn't happen. I get it done at night. But like I said, it's also just a great way to start my day. So not only does it help me, but it also shows my challengers that I'm showing up, and it encourages them to show up. And I remember when I was a challenger, if nobody else was posting, it was kind of like, well, then maybe I don't have to. Or then I would see, and there was other times where I'd see like those late night posts where people were getting it done, and I was like, oh, they got it done. Now I feel like I have to get it done. And I remember one time specifically, I was taking a bath, and I was like totally relaxing for the night. And do you want to say hi?
Okay.
It's Cam.
I'm not shocked.
So I remember looking in the group and seeing that someone posted it late night, and I'm like, oh man, that means I should do it. Okay, go out there, please. Thank you. Sorry. Where was I? Oh yeah. So if you're posting in your group and you're getting it done, you are encouraging other people to get it done as well, just by posting. That is an inspiration. And then a huge thing is that modeling consistency. So even through the ups and downs, we all go through that. It's even more important when we're going through those hard times to get it done, because of the stress relief, and just that like spiral negativity effect that we can get into if we're not doing it. And then another thing that I found, so many challengers, if they come into the group and they like maybe miss a couple or whatever, they like fall off and they completely stop doing it. And they feel guilty for not getting like one of their workouts done. So they just decide to stop. Or, I mean, just all those types of things, that guilty falling off type of thing that happens. It's so important for us to be vulnerable in our posts. Because if you're just posting every day, great workout, like, it was awesome, kick butt, then they're going to be like, you're Superwoman. And I don't understand how you're doing it. So you need to show them that one, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. So I definitely try to share when I'm not pushing my hardest, or I share like if I'm not getting my ab workouts done or whatever it is, I share that. And then I try to share the excuses because we all have them, and it's really important to have that Me Too community. So they need to relate to you, and we all have excuses, and we need to share what our excuses are because they'll relate to that and they'll see that you're getting it done anyways. They can get it done anyways too, or how you're getting it done when you have those excuses, what you're doing to get it done when you have those excuses. But they need to know that you have those too. You're not just like, I love fitness and I just love exercising every day, because I can tell you right now, I barely ever feel motivated to work out. I do not love exercise, but I love the after effect. So it's really important to share that with your challengers. Oh, and then I also just share when I'm happy that I just got it done. I'm like, I didn't push myself today, but I'm just happy that I got it done, because getting it done, it helps you create or keep the habit that you've created. So even if you're half-assing it, then you still should be getting it done, and just share that. You know, I didn't push hard today. And that's why I like to share my effort. I always share on a scale of 5 how hard I push myself, because it's important for them to see that there are times that I don't. And that also goes along with something that I've realized lately, is that people feel like they need to keep up with the videos. Like, I'm not anyone who keeps up with the videos. I don't keep up with the videos. And I've been doing this a long time. And I'm like, no, that's just not possible. So sharing that you modify, that's important to keep in there, because that way they don't feel like they need to be trying to keep up with the videos and feeling disappointed because they're not. Especially because I have quite a few challengers that they are repeat challengers. So it's important for them to see that. And then, you know, when they've done a program, they think that they should, okay, now I've done this, I should be so good at it now, which is true. You get better, but nobody's ever going to keep up with those videos. Let's just throw it out there. And then, yeah, so I think that's pretty much it for the challenge group. And then I just wanted to give you some tips on what I do to help me get it done every day. So number one thing is I make it a number one priority, because of how it makes me feel, because of how it affects my mood, because of how it affects my day, and because of all of those things affect my family. My family is my number one priority. But if I don't do my workout, then I'm not going to serve my family like I want to. So I make it a number one priority. I have to get it done. If I don't, I just know how I'll feel and the mood I'll be in and how I'll treat others and how I just won't be my best self. So I make it a number one priority. Find one that you love and complete it. Those of you that have been coaches will, you've heard this a million times, follow it to a T, complete the program. I pretty much always do that. Sometimes I miss the ab workouts, but I start a program, follow it, complete it. The only time that I don't is if I have like a week break between like a challenge group and I finished a program, then I might try some different ones if I'm unsure of which one I want to do. Or if I just am like in a slump and I feel like I need something fun, my go-to one is Turbo Fire. So if I just did like a hardcore workout or a hardcore program and I am just like feeling like I just need like a break, I don't actually take a break. I just take a break from doing a hardcore one and I do a fun one. So that's one thing that I do. And like I said, you just got to find ones that you really like and that you really enjoy, and always know which one you're going to do next. Cause I have done that a couple times where I'm like get to my last day and I'm like, oh, I didn't think about what challenge or what program I'm doing next. And I'm like, oh no, what am I going to do? I have no idea. I'm freaking out. So, because I think a while back, I decided, oh, I'll just try different stuff because of where I was at in my mind, and it didn't go as well. My consistency wasn't there, and my level of enthusiasm and my habit and all of that stuff wasn't there. So it's really important to find a program you love and complete it, and make sure you have one that you're going to do right after that. And that way you can share your results as well. And then I'm reading this new book on Audible. So I'm listening to a new book, and it's called The 5-Second Rule, which I love. It's helped me get up in the morning. But I realized this is actually kind of what I do with my workouts. It's you basically just count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you go. You do an action.
But the door open.
Do you want ice cream? Okay, go back out there.
Go
back out there.
The door open.
Don't open it.
Why?
Daddy said he would give her ice cream if she was good tonight.
I'm not talking.
I know. So the reason for the counting is, one, it distracts you from your excuses, and then you have to have an action. So it distracts you from your excuses, and then you go. And it sounds so simple, and it is, but you just have to do it, and it actually works. So what I do is I use my Energize, because to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go get dressed, there's a lot of excuses that I can come up with while I'm getting dressed, even though getting dressed usually means no matter what I'm doing it. But I just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drink my Energize. Boom. Like once I drink that, I have to get my workout in. Otherwise my face is going to be tingling. So, and I'm going to be weird that day. So I use that because it's simple to go and drink that. It's simple to convince your mind to say, well, I just need to drink this, rather than I just need to go downstairs and work out. So for me, I use that 5-second rule to make myself drink my pre-workout Energize, and then that triggers me having to go down and work out. So 5-second rule it, and then 5-minute rule it too. This one is one of Shailene's that I love. Tell yourself that you only have to do 5 minutes. Get your stuff on. If you do 5 minutes and you don't feel like doing it, then you can stop. If you tell yourself that, then you convince yourself to do it, and that's the hardest part, is getting started. Another thing that I tell myself, besides the 5, because I've used that so many times that I'm like, I know I'm not only going to have to do 5 minutes, but as I tell myself that I don't have to push as hard as I possibly can. I don't have to go all out every single time I do a workout. While you're doing it, yeah, you bet your butt that Shanti and Autumn are going to get you motivated and get you going and push you harder than you want to work. But if you tell yourself that you can go down and you can walk through it, you can just simply go through the motions, then that usually is enough just to say, okay, I'm just going to do it. And then once you start, you usually get more energy throughout it. But at least you keep that habit too. If you do stay in low energy throughout the workout. And then just a couple more. So personal development. I listen to that for fitness and motivation and momentum. Shailene Johnson, on her podcast, she has a couple that are about motivation. The compound effect is a great one. Because it's all about the little steps that you take and each little thing that you do, how it brings you one step closer to your goals. So that's be doing personal development on whatever it is in that area that you need. So if it's like motivation you feel like you don't have, do that. Or if it's like anything, I don't know, if something's hurting your body, figure out, look it up, figure it out. But just figure out what your excuses are, and then research them. Listen to podcasts about that specific thing to overcome it. And then on the days that I really don't feel like doing it, this typically happens on a weekend. I won't get up and do it first thing because my routine's different. So I won't get up and do it first thing, and then I'll kind of put it off, and then I'm like, oh, I don't really want to do it. Music. I turn on the music super loud, and that is such a mood booster and energy booster. I get going, and that gets me in a good mood, and then I can do it. Super easy. Also, lights. I open all the blinds in the house. So I open all the blinds, get it super bright in here, turn on the music, and start doing dishes and stuff, and that actually gets me motivated to go down and get my workout done and stop feeling so lazy. And then, so last two things. Don't ever forget how good exercise makes you feel. So as much as you can, when you get done working out, reflect and think about how it makes you feel. And you can even post that into your group, share it with your challengers. So reflect on how you feel. And then each time you don't want to do it, you can go back to that place. Why do I want to do it? How does it make me feel? I may not want to do the actual physical movement, but afterwards, I know this is how I'm going to feel, and that's motivation right there. And then there is a quote that I love, and I try to share this with my challengers a lot as well, but I think it's just good for everyone. You don't have to be extreme, just be consistent. So get it done. You guys can do it. Oh, then.